Last weekend, my trip to Florence, we did several different things, but one of the things we went and did is something my brother Josh went and did on the way from Oklahoma to visit me a couple years ago. They stopped at the Rosenbaum Lloyd Wright House. And what that is Frank Lloyd Wright is a famous architect and designer, and he designed this house, and it was built in, I believe, the 1930s. I'll have more details in the video there, but we went, I didn't even know about it until my brother went there, but anyway, we went and saw it for ourselves. A pretty cool place. It's almost like a large version of a tiny home. I mean, every space is used efficiently, and it's supposed to kind of mold into the landscape of the terrain. Anyway, pretty cool house. I got some video of it I'm gonna show you, and check it out. The Rosenbaum House is a single-family house designed by architect Frank Lloyd Wright and built for Stanley and Mildred Rosenbaum in Florence, Alabama. A noted example of his Usonian house concept, it is the only Wright building in Alabama and is one of only 26 pre-World War II Usonian houses. Wright scholar John Sargent called it the purest example of Usonian. In 1938, newlyweds Stanley Rosenbaum, a professor at Florence State Teachers College, and his wife Mildred were given a building lot and funds to build a house in Florence, Alabama. Both had read Frank Lloyd Wright's autobiography and a cover copy on Wright in Time magazine. The Rosenbaums took up residence in September 1940, and the first photographs of the house were exhibited at the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. The following month, the house was also the childhood home of notable American film critic Jonathan Rosenbaum. The house was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1978. It remained in the Rosenbaum family until 1999, when Mildred Rosenbaum moved into a nursing home. Longer than any of Wright's other Usonian clients. By this time, the house was in poor repair. With extensive water penetration and termite damage, the Rosenbaum family donated the house to the city of Florence, and at the same time sold the furniture and contents of the house to the city for $75,000. The city spent a further $600,000 on repairs, using original plans sent by the archives of the Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation at Tillotson West. The Wright Archive is currently the Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation Archives at the Avery Architectural and Fine Arts Library of Columbia University in New York City. The city opened the house as a public museum, the Frank Lloyd Wright Rosenbaum House, in 2002. The museum displays some of the original Wright designed furniture and won the 2004 Wright Spirit Award in the public domain from the Frank Lloyd Wright Building Conservancy. Mildred Rosenbaum was the first recipient of the Wright Spirit Award for her timeless efforts through the Frank Lloyd Wright Rosenbaum House Foundation. In her last 5 years in residence, which ended in 1998, nearly 5,000 visitors received personal tours conducted by Miss Rosenbaum, who died in 2006. Architecture. The Rosenbaum House was the first of dozens of Wright Usonian houses based in the 1936 Usonian prototype, Jacob's House in Madison, Wisconsin. The house was built on a 2-acre plot at 117 Riverview Drive, now 601 Riverview, after renumbering, on the north bank of the Tennessee River. Built in an L shape, the house was made from natural materials, largely cypress wood and brick, and features multi-level, low-rising steel cantilevered roofs covering both the living space and the adjoining carport. A distinctive feature of the house is its glass. USA Today described it as blurring the distinction between indoors and outdoors. Most of the rooms have their own door to the outside. The center of the house is the service core, built around a large stone hearth and adjacent to a 100-square-foot study. The original Usonian floor plan provides 1,540 square feet of living space, but when the Rosenbaums had their 4th child, they asked Wright to design an extension to the now cramped house. His modifications, completed in 1948, added a further 1,084 square feet in a second L shape. That's it. It's basically a 2,500 square foot tiny home. So that's the Rosenbaum Frank Lloyd Wright House in Florence, Alabama. Pretty cool place. Hope you liked the video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you.